The other day I was talking with a longtime friend and I mentioned that I typically work about 60 hours a week. Now, I don't really like counting my work hours. I like combining work and fun, but when you do the math, starting work about 8 o'clock in the morning, finishing between 6 and 7, and then putting in a few hours on the weekend, it adds up. But this friend said, I always see you doing such cool stuff. You're always doing something every day. How is it possible that you can do all that stuff and work so much? And it's because of that work-play balance. Now, a big part of what I do does include phone calls, and it also includes texting my team and keeping up with them on my phone. But even when I'm doing something that requires my computer, like let's say I'm writing something, or let's say I'm editing a video, or I'm putting up a social media post, that's something you can still do from anywhere. So even you creative folks out there, you can be working from anywhere, and you can balance that work-play. And I'm not the only one, and I encourage others to do this too. I have somebody on my team right now. She's from America, but she is exploring like all of Europe. So she goes, she'll do some exploration, she'll bring her phone, she'll message me back, work on some stuff, and then she goes and she does her work, and then she goes back out and explores. It's the coolest thing. And this is really doable for anybody, because all you need is a laptop and a phone for the most part, for most remote work jobs. Now let's say you're unfortunate enough to find a place that doesn't have Wi-Fi while you're out exploring and working. I found that using my phone as a hotspot works wonders. So you can, or just working on my phone for a little bit until you find a place with Wi-Fi, because that little investment in that hotspot actually gives you back a peace of mind and some time to do your work. So when I'm out exploring and doing all kinds of fun stuff, like today, I'm going to be playing video games, playing virtual reality in a tournament. Last week, I threw axes, I went to Medieval Times, I went to a concert, I did all kinds of fun stuff. But before and after those things, and maybe even a little bit during, I did run to the bathroom during Medieval Times to answer a couple important emails. Yeah, I'm bad. You don't have to do that. That's just me being completely in love and obsessed with my business. But I found time before and after those things as well to get the important stuff done and accomplished. And that's what's great about having a work-life balance. And if 60 hours sounds like a lot of work to you, think about how many hours are in a week. I still get plenty of play. There are 168 hours in a week. If you are very health conscious and do get 7 hours of sleep a night, that's 49 hours of sleep per week. Now that leaves you with 119 hours a week. And let's say you do work 60 hours a week because you love what you do and work doesn't really feel like work. So let's say, okay, 119 minus 60 leaves you with 59 hours. That is just about 60. Let's round up to 60. So that means that you have 60 hours to work. You also have 60 hours to play, to do whatever you want. That is an exact work-life balance. So that's why I say to anybody working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, you have a great work-life balance. Just enjoy the other half. Remember that play in your work. You have plenty of time to do whatever you want. And the other thing I want to say here is that I know I am incredibly lucky. I'm incredibly lucky to be able to have such passion for my business, but also to have the amount of business that I'm able to spend 60 hours a week working on it, and probably more if I can delegate and have such an incredible team around me. So what I'm saying is, even if you do have an overwhelming amount of work, just remember there are a lot of hours in the week, and you should always find the time to have a little bit of balance, to have a little bit of fun. There's so much to do out there and so little time, as cliche as that sounds. Enjoy the little things, work and play.